Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of the Parmigiani Ovale Pantographe. This is one of my favorite watches that they produce. It's quite a rare model and there's a lot of things I like about it. What you need to know about the Ovale, or Ovale, it's O-V-A-L-E, so Ovale. The Ovale Pantographe is that the entire concept was based upon a pocket watch that Michel Parmigiani restored in 1997, and it also had an oval case and these telescopic hands, and these hands are fantastic, and I'll show you exactly how they work. As you know, the oval case doesn't have consistent lengths, right? So just like any non-round case or dial, the distance from the hands to the edge is going to be shorter here than it's going to be here. So in order to compensate, the hands actually change length as you turn it. So if you go really slow, you can see, especially on the minute hand there, how it moves to get longer and shorter, and just how cool that is. I think it's fantastic, and it works really quite well. And let's just move it backwards there. And so that's essentially how the original pocket watch that was produced in about the year 1800 operated. Of course, to modernize it, Parmigiani had to make the entire concept smaller, and the hands are now produced out of blue titanium, and it's really quite marvelous to see them. There's a cam system that you can see right there on the dial that really operates the mechanisms of the hand. And what's challenging about it, of course, is having a system make sure that it's consistent in the right length. Also on the dial is a power reserve indicator and the date, and this was one of the few date indicators that is open like that I like. The movement is the Parmigiani in-house made PF 111. This is a manually wound movement, and it's quite simple when seen from the back there. You of course have the characteristic fine engraving that is common to Parmigiani timepieces. I like some of the sort of bulbous edges on the bridges, a little sort of exaggerated form there, which is nice. But otherwise, a relatively simple movement. Do I mind that it's manually wound? I would have, of course, preferred an automatic. I think it would have been cool with one of Parmigiani's micro rotors. But that they have a power reserve indicator on the dial means a world of difference to me. And the movement has a power reserve of 8 days, so it's over a week. So even though it's manually wound with the power reserve indicator and that it's 8 days long, that's fantastic. In addition to the great respect and passion I have for the way that this dial looks, because it is really fantastic, the Ovale case looks great while you're wearing it. And I think that the design of the case is something fantastic that should not be overlooked. So Parmigiani produces it in both an 18 karat white gold and 18 karat rose gold case. This, of course, is a rose gold one. And you can see just how well the proportions work there. It's about 45 millimeters tall and I think just under 38 millimeters wide. So you definitely have a great design on the wrist. It looks handsome, it looks organic, lovely curves. One of the things which is interesting here is you look closely, it's actually concave a little bit, like a crescent. And it's just one of the little details there. I think that is one of the reasons why you have such a great look to the crystal there, because it's not domed. Like I said, it's slightly concave, like a little bit of a bowl. And I think that that's just a beautiful little detail. You have those teardrop style lugs, which are common to Parmigiani, as well as an overall extremely flattering look. Very legible on the dial there, and it's quite nice. Parmigiani originally introduced this pantograph concept, and I want to say 2010 or 11 as a concept. I think they produced a limited edition, and then now this watch is not a limited edition, but is, like I said, on the more uncommon side. And I think it came out in about 2013, 2014. So not a limited edition, uncommon watch, beautiful and cool. Some of us have sort of said this is the perfect dress watch because it combines elegance with this sort of interesting orological I don't want to call it a complication, but definitely a technicality on the dial that you don't have to be, particularly educated about watches to understand. You could show something like this even to a child, and they would immediately understand what the hands are doing and why. And I think that that's really fantastic. So price for the Parmigiani Ovale Pantographe in either of the two golds is $55,000, and you can see the full review on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.